Well, guys, we got a quick shop update here. So we have power into the shop now, and we will be wiring all the openers and a switch over here, and then lights, which are in there, we'll get to in a second. But we'll be putting outlets on all four walls, so basically have one on each stud here. So far we got basically the back wall fairly done, as you can see here. And these covers will come off when we put our panels here, and then they'll go back on, but we just threw them on for now. So you got all these ones pretty well in. And we'll keep going around. We'll do that side, and then up here we'll basically just do, like I said, every post, and we will have some in between between the door and the ends, and then that wall. So that's where we're at with that now. We would definitely like to thank my parents for doing that for us, getting the service from the pole to the shop. That was basically Christmas to us, so that's super cool and has sped up this process, and we're super excited about that. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of do a quick unboxing here on these lights. If you have watched for a long time the old shop, you remember we had like square LED lights. We only had 4 of them. They were 22,000 lumens, super nice lights. They were a good price. But now these are what they call a UFO light, and they have 20,000 lumens, so a little bit less, but we will have 10 of them. So I have not seen them yet. We will open this box up here, see what they look like, and then we will do kind of a time lapse on getting these all put up. That won't be for a couple weeks from when I film this, but it will happen. So there's 5 in a box. There's 2 boxes here. Let's see. Tycolit, 200 watt, 1.66 amp, 120 volt. You know, normal electrical stuff. And get this last little tape thing off here, and we'll see what these things look like. So yeah, pretty good size, to be honest. I'll have a nice bracket that they get mounted with, and they are super slim. Yeah, those would be pretty bright. So as you can see, in each little dot here, there's 4 LEDs in there. I think they said there's like 216 in there. So yeah, this bracket here, it's locked in that position, but it'll go basically straight up, and then we'll just pop it up on one of those rafters, and yeah, those should be super bright. They actually look really nice, honestly. They're a fairly cheap option, and hopefully we'll be happy with them. If we're not, we really don't have that much money in them, so not much to lose. So we'll see what happens there. Looks promising, but we will do the time lapse on that and then show you the after on that very shortly for you. And unfortunately for me, it's going to be a couple weeks. So stay tuned for that, and we'll show you that right now. Well, it's a couple weeks later for me. Lights are up. Did not time lapse it. Just didn't really have time, to be honest with you, and it's really nothing for you to watch. So went ahead and put the lights up. wired the doors, so that's all good. Huge thanks to my wife's family for helping with that. A lot of people to thank in this whole ordeal. But anyhow, lights are up, so we're going to show you. And just keep in mind, we got natural light back here with the windows, so we got basically 4 on this front line here, basically between each door, and then on the edges, because in the old shop, when you would have the doors up, it was just kind of blacked out. So I wanted to be able to have a little bit of light with the doors up. And then we have 2 on every other rafter in the back. So on 2 different switches, front, back. Fairly happy with it. The corners are a little dark. Probably could have had maybe 1, 2 more, maybe 4 more, I don't know. Probably not gonna worry about it. It's bright enough for what I need. And then when we get the walls and stuff up on this side, the lift will be kind of where the C10's sitting, back a little bit. But we'll have kind of a bench, and I'll have my toolbox and stuff back there most likely. And I'll have like an over workbench light back here. So I ain't too worried about the corner on this side. And that corner, I ain't too worried about it either, because it'll more or less be storage. I say storage, I mean parking cars and stuff on that side. We'll be working more on this side. But most likely we'll hang a light or something on that side too, or maybe even put like our camel sign or something up on the wall, and maybe have a light that kind of shines onto that to kind of brighten that side up. And it will get brighter with walls and a ceiling in here when that time comes. So I don't know, what do you guys think? Was this a good option for lights? Should we have done something else? Honestly, it's too late and I ain't doing nothing else. So, but they look good. I like them. I said when I first turned them on, I was a little disappointed. But after kind of settling with it for a couple days and looking at it and thinking, I'm happy with them. So what we paid and the light output we got from them, I'm happy. So we're good there. This video, I think we're just gonna do a little bit of a shop walk around, kind of give you a tour, go outside, show you kind of what we're thinking outside for a plan, and basically just kind of give you a little tour. I know we've probably done a little bit before, but we've kind of rethought some things and changed some things, so we'll do that. And then the next video, the Chevelle is going to finally get its transmission leak fixed, because I'm tired of not being able to drive it and having it leak all over the place. So we're gonna fix that, and then as soon as we get done with that, we're gonna jump straight to the Nova. We're gonna pull the engine and trans out, get it all torn down, and get it ready for all of those parts back there. So you guys remember that video. If you don't, go back and watch it first, because this ain't gonna make sense. So we're gonna do that. Super excited to get that out, get this running, get this basically driver status so Dad can take it and have some fun. So that's the plan. We are gonna start our walk around. So like I said, we got power over here that came in. We are going to put the air compressor, whenever that time comes, kind of up in this corner. We'll put it up off the ground. That way, anything we can get up off the ground, we're going to, because having stuff sit around on the edges and stuff like that just drives me nuts, and it takes up a lot of room. So we're gonna get the air compressor up here. We'll probably plumb some of the lines and stuff, maybe get a reel on each, maybe bay, if you want to call it that, on the back, and maybe one on the front. I don't know. Just get something kind of set up to where anywhere we are in the shop, we can have air. So we'll do that later on, and then we will have probably a 220 outlet. Might have 3 of those on the ceiling, and then 1 on each wall or something of the sort, because because basically we will have at least one lift. Ideally, we'll have two eventually. It probably won't be anytime soon, but we'll have two. And then welder and stuff like that. The welder that I have now is just 110, so I ain't too worried about that. But we do want to build everything for future thought as well. So that's the plan on 220. Like I said, we'll have a lift over here in this first bay. It'll be kind of in the back half of the first bay, and then I would like another one basically right next to it. I don't know at this point if we're going to go 2-post or 4-post. I do know the one that will go over here will be a 4-post, basically for storage purposes. I've been really set on a 2-post, but after watching a lot of videos, doing some research, obviously a lot of you guys watch Vice Grip Garage. He seems to really like the 4-post, and it seems to work really well. So maybe we'll get a 4-post first, and we'll start with it sitting here and see how we like it. And worst case, we'll move it over and we'll put a 2-post here. I don't know. I've only worked on 2-posts. The only 4-posts I've ever dealt with have been like alignment rack stuff. So I don't know. Seems like a lot of extra work, but at the same time seems like it could be beneficial. So we'll see what happens. Like I said, that's probably going to be a ways down the road. So that's kind of the plan in here. Just to prove to you that the doors do work. I don't know if you can see it up there, but there's an outlet right next to that opener on every one of them. Nice and quiet. Not the fastest things in the world, but they don't need to be. Like I said, they're nice and quiet outside. It's kind of windy out here, so when we go out back, mind the wind noise, but hey, Nova's still for sale. So yeah, doors go up and down like they should. And there's that. Mind the mess. We're still in progress here, as you can see. But yeah, so like I said, mind the wind noise. But the plan out here, this is gonna get burned. I just pulled this out because I just swept. But as you can see on the house, we have kind of a raised deck out the back. So what we're thinking, what we would like to do next summer maybe or something, is I want to take and go out maybe 8-10 foot here and go all the way down this side and then wrap it around and go, I don't know, maybe halfway, whatever, kind of down the back side. And obviously you can see I'm standing down here. This is raised, so the deck would be kind of raised out, and just like that. That way we can hang out here. You know, we got kind of a view. It ain't nothing amazing, but hey, it's there. We got our side-by-side jumps that are nice and grown over already. But make a track out here or something and be able to sit out here and watch and enjoy the day and kind of be out of sight, out of mind from the road and everything else. But that's kind of the plan out here. Obviously you can see we need gutters. It's on the list. The list is ever growing. So pretty much the last thing that I wanted to talk about inside that I was trying to remember, and now I have, is heat. So I have this little guy, and it does pretty good, to be honest with you, but it is not a permanent solution. So plans, I think, central air-ish, forced air, I should say, heat, kind of like what we had in the last shop. If you go back in videos, if you haven't watched, you'll see we had like a actual house furnace inside, and it was up on a pedestal, like I said, on the air compressor. and worked super well. So I think we might do that too. We don't have natural gas out here or LP or anything like that. A lot of insurance places don't like you burning wood inside of the structure, so don't really want to do that. It's more work, which I don't mind, but at the same time, I don't have time a lot of the time. So probably go electric, probably be some type of forced air. And the reason I want to do forced air is down the line, again, probably won't be this coming year, I don't know, but I would like to be able to put an air conditioning unit outside and have the forced air furnace already ready to accept air conditioning, and we'll have heat and air in here. So that's the plan. We did put these windows in. I don't know if we talked about this last time, but we weren't going to have windows, and then kind of decided that, hey, if we don't have anything to open, try that again. If we don't have anything to open, and we have all these doors open, we're not going to get any cross breeze through here. So went ahead and opted for windows in the back, and I'm kind of glad we did, to be honest with you. Lets in some natural light. We'll have some airflow. You can kind of come out and check things out, see what's going on. When we have that deck out here, you'll be able to talk with whoever's out there if need be. And yeah, so that's the shop update for you guys. I know it was kind of lengthy and long-winded and, you know, whatever, but hey, that's what's going on. So now you know, and now you can hold me to it or wait and see the progress. So it will be a slow process, so hang in there with me, but we'll get there. We need insulation, we need plastic, we need walls, we need all that stuff. So that's kind of where we're at. We do kind of have an idea of maybe putting some stairs over there up to the top and leaving a couple rafters open for storage, maybe for some tires or, you know, stuff like that. Again, just to get stuff off of the floor. So if you guys have any ideas or things you've done or things that your uncle's, nephew's, cousin's brother has done, you know, whatever, let me know. Drop them in the comments. See, I'd like to see what you guys think. But yeah, that's it. Appreciate it, you guys. And the last thing I will tell you is thank you guys for subscribing and for liking and commenting and all that stuff. I know a lot of you guys don't like hearing that, or like hearing kind of the push to, hey, subscribe to me or whatever, and I get that. But these lights were paid for by you guys, and we'd probably have them, but it wouldn't feel very good. So thank you guys for everything you do and continuing to grow the channel. We appreciate it, and we will keep it coming. It might be slow, it might pick up, don't know, but it'll be coming. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching.